So when I moved abroad, I had a huge student debt on my back. The first plan of action coming here was to find a part-time so that I can use that to get by in my day-to-day expenses rather than using the loan amount, and then whatever I was able to save up, just pay it off as the interest rate which was accumulated on the loan amount. That was the plan. Simple, right? But it faded away because it was all motivated plan that yes, I need to pay off my debt as soon as possible, but that motivation kind of faded away with the time. And then once I got the full-time job, I was not able to save as much as I was during the part-time, ironically, and I was not making any significant payments towards my loan amount. So I was like, hang on, even though my income has doubled, I was not able to save. Why is that? Then I quickly realized that it is happening just because I'm not saving enough. I'm not focusing on where I am spending. I have no clue. I've taken tons of subscription, going to parties, going outing, nothing bad with that, but I need to set a budget for a particular activity. And hence, like, I saw a bunch of videos like Ankur Wariku talked about it, like you have to track your expenses and all that. I was like, fair, I'll just start tracking. But it's not that easy. I went on Google, I downloaded a bunch of sheets for tracking the expenses, and it's very difficult to track every euro you spend. And getting into the habit of tracking, it gets very difficult. So what I did was I downloaded a bunch of Excel sheets. Then finally, like, I found a bunch of them really helpful. But over the period of 3 years, now I have the knowledge and I have curated a perfect Excel sheet for you guys, which you can use to track every single penny of yours and hopefully potentially save as much as you can and pay off the debt as soon as possible. So here it is. This video is me sharing the sheet and explaining you how you can use it, and there are a few tips at the end of the video which you should think about when it comes to saving and paying off your debt quickly. So if that resonates with you, watch the video until the end. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm Tanmay, a full-time data analyst and a part-time YouTuber living in Ireland since 3 years. So without further ado, let's get started. I'll quickly hop onto my laptop because this will be like a screen sharing video and it will be much more easier to understand. So it will be like back and forth, and let's go. Okay, so here's the template. It has some instructions. If you want, you can feel free to read. So the basic agenda is the income sources. So paycheck, freelancing, business, whatever income you have, these are all average values. It's not the true ones. So don't assume that it's the true income and all that. And then there is this method for 50-30-20 rule, but I personally follow like 40-40-20. So essentials, what are your needs? That gas, electricity, Wi-Fi, mobile recharge, groceries, all these are rent, all these are essentials, like you can't live without them. So it's 40%. You need to allocate whatever your income is to that. Then non-essentials comes like your takeouts, party, social, Netflix and Amazon subscriptions and all that stuff. Investment is something which you are actively investing. It could be courses, it could be your own knowledge, or it could be like coaching, or it could be investing in stocks, crypto, whatever. It's your preference. I'm not giving any tip here, but that's essentially investments. So once you have the categories, what I have done is I've gone ahead and then divided them into subcategories. So you have like housing, which includes rent, mortgage, property tax, home insurance and everything. Utilities, it's electricity, water, gas, internet, phone, all that. Groceries, transportation, insurance, blah, blah, blah. Then non-essentials, same, travel and everything. Then you have investments, emergency fund, PRSI, which is here in Ireland. If you are in US, then you have 401k, all that. Stocks, Bitcoin, whatever, not a recommendation, whatever it is. Education, because it's an investment as well, because the more you invest in your learning, then you can double up your salary. So that's the instruction manual. Then let's come to the summary section, but before coming to the summary, we'll go to the monthly one. So this is what you'll get. You'll have income sources here like paycheck 1, paycheck 2, side hustle and all that. You can add your amount. If you're getting bi-weekly pay or something, then you can add your amount here. Paycheck 1, paycheck 2 and whatever. Side hustle, if you have side hustle, if you have a business, you can change that and then come here. Now in the summary, you have the same thing, but the paycheck is like tentative, approximately how much you get, and these all amount, keep it like after taxes, so it will be better. And then you have freelancing, then you have business, then the total average, it's all calculated here. So whatever amount you input here, that's it. So let's say first paycheck you get 1,000 euros, then freelancing I don't know, you get $500 dollars, and then business it's like 20, whatever. Also, by the way, you can change this dollar to whatever euro or this thing by just going here, go to format, go to number, and then go to currency, and then you have this option rupee or whatever, and then you can also select custom currency to feed the currency whatever you want. So let's get started now. Essentials, as I said, it's usually like 50, 30 and 20. That's the rule which you should ideally follow, but come on, housing crisis and everything, rent is very expensive here. So if it suits you, it's great. If not, don't take pressure, but make some contribution. Ideally, you should be like making or saving 10 to 20% of your income and investing it or paying off your debt or something like that. So our first priority is paying off our debt, so that would be 20% here, and it automatically calculates what's the 50%, 30% and 20% of this whole income. Then I have divided again the same categories over here in essential categories, non-essential and investments. This is used as a drop down in the next columns, so you don't have to worry about it. And then this is basically, so like in January, what was your total income, how much did you had like total expenses, what is your net. Net is basically subtracting your essentials minus your investments, and that's your like essential net profit kind of. If you want to add any notes, then you can add it. What were the total investments in January, what was the non-essential expenses in January, and all that. So that's here. And then at the end of the year, you can then see how much did you earn after taxes, what was the total expense, what is the net income, what is the essential total, and blah blah blah. So this is very good to see it live here in front of you. Now I'll just quickly go to the January. So for example, you come here, all the formulas are already feeded, so you just have to double click and then that will load your calendar. If you want to put today's date, you can just say today. If you want to put 8th or whatever, you can feel free to do that. Then you choose the category. So let's say I went grocery shopping, so it was like 15 euros. I bought milk, bread, something like that. So I'll put it as essentials because it's grocery shopping. Then you choose the like what it was groceries, and then I'll just say 15. That's it. And now if you can see essentials, the total has changed over here. Target is basically what target we set here based on our rule, like 50% we should be spending, so that's the target. And then 30 and 20, so like let's say in this month you got extra pay and it was 2100, so 50% of that, so that's your target. And then you have used 7% of it, like you spent 145, which is 15 here, and I think essential is, oh, these all are essentials. So like total, if you can see, it's 145, 7% of your target. Not bad. So this is how you can get on track and actually manage everything. Now one thing, if you can see here, it updates that as well, the subcategories. So if you want to see like, okay, housing, how much did I spend on utilities, how much did I spend, how much groceries did I buy, how much did I spend on groceries, how many investments did I make. Now there are two types of loan in this subcategories which I would like to highlight. One is the essential loan and the other is the non-essential loan. Now why I have loan columns in both of them is because there could be EMIs which you have taken for your phone or something like that, which I don't think is an essential. So I have like EMIs for non-essential column, and there are a few things which are very important, like your student loan or housing or car loan. Again, that is debatable, but I have put that into the essentials category. So if you fall under that, then this is your thing. It could also include your credit card debt as well, or the minimum payments which you have to make. Not recommended, but anyways. Now this is all column wise, table wise. If you fancy a pie chart, then it's there as well. It's very simple to create. Like you just select this whole thing, and once you select this, you insert, click on chart, and a chart will be created. Select a pie chart, and it has nothing as of now because the values are 0, but let's add some values, like just make it smaller. Let's add values, like on it we did non-essentials, which is eating out, of $10, and then it will automatically populate it. You'll get eating out, and then you'll have $10, which is 100% of your thing as of now. And then it's like February, March, April, May, June, July, all the months. So that's it. And literally that's it. That this is a very short video, but now coming to the tips which I said I will talk to you about. Okay, so now that you have tracked your spendings and everything, now potentially maybe let's say you have started to like save a good amount. So one tip I would recommend is have two accounts. So what I have is I have one account in one of the banks, and then the other account is in the second bank. One is in AIB, the other one is Bank of Ireland. So I have two accounts. So my salary comes into the AIB bank. I use this for everything. But as soon as the salary hits my account, a certain portion, let's say 20% of my income, goes to Bank of Ireland automatically, which is then stored in Bank of Ireland. That's my savings account. That is the exercise you need to follow on your payday. And I don't have any access to that Bank of Ireland account. I don't have the debit card. I was not having the app either for a longer time, but just recently I have installed the app and done all the process. But it's best, like if you don't have the access to the savings account, is the best, and have as much friction as you can in the savings account. Don't, even if you have the debit card, put it at home, don't use it, because if you have that card, if you have that accessible with you, you will end up using it. If you're watching it from India, or you have been in India, then you know how GPay is eating up your pockets. Like it's so easy to just scan a QR code, type 4 digits, and that's it, payment done. This 1 rupee, 10 rupee, 15 rupee expenses, pata hi nahi chalta when they will add up to like 1,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees even. So it's very difficult to manage that. So whenever the salary hits, put an amount aside, 10%, 20%, whatever, in the savings account. Don't have any access to that, and just use it as an emergency fund. Which brings to the second tip, is have an emergency fund. Initially 1 month's expense is fine. Once you have that emergency fund, then save towards paying off your loan. I know investing seems tempting, but if you have the loan, pay it off first and then plan for investments. If you want to know why I have created a video about how to pay off your loan quickly, you can check that out. I have talked about it there. Anyways, let's move on to the third tip, which is investing in yourself. Learning is very important, especially if you are in your 20s or mid 30s. You have to keep learning, because let's say your income is 20,000. You can save as much as you want. Like you can live a student life and all that, which is fair, not an issue. But like expenses you can cap, but there's no upper limit for the income, right? So you have to make the most of that income, but you will get promoted, or you will get that income, a higher income, only when you have the skills, and for that you need to learn the skills. So for me, I invest in bunch of books, a lot of cohorts and online coaching and everything. And for me, honestly, it has helped a lot. Come on, think about it. Like for example, I am sitting here, I'm in Ireland, I have cracked data analysis job. Agar you want to do the same thing, you have to move abroad, you want to do data analysis, you want a good paying job, you want to pay off your debt quickly, rather than you doing the mistakes and fighting for it, looking for knowledge and everything, wouldn't that be very easy to just connect with me and then I can help you out, and बहुत easy हो जाएगा, right? And that's why you need to invest in courses, cohorts, communities, engage with people, buy courses. Now there are few gimmicky courses, तो थोड़ा research कर लेना अपने end पे, but not all courses or cohorts or whatever is bad. So invest in yourself, start learning, and that's the biggest investment you will make, because the ROI will be very huge. Like you learning one skill took, like let's assume your salary is $40,000 or 40,000 euros, but you learning that skill took you to 60,000, 20,000 gain, and the course was just $200 or 200 euros. Not bad at all, right? The ROI is great. So always invest in yourself first. Agar tumhara koi mental blocker hai, if there's something else, there are two options. You can either invest in courses or waste your time. I wouldn't say waste, but utilize your time to sit down, research about it, go to YouTube and do everything on your own. So the choice is yours. Either you want to spend money or you want to spend time. I won't recommend spending time, because time is limited, can't be earned back. Money is unlimited, can be earned back. So think smartly, and that's it. Those are the 3 tips. Let me know how you think about this, and that's it for the video. The link for this sheet is there in the description. Have a look, and if you want to connect with me one-on-one, and if you want some modifications in this sheet, you can feel free to connect with me. The link is there again in the description, one-on-one link. And if you are someone who is about to take a student loan, who is planning to move abroad, then please, I would highly recommend check out my loan series. There are 3 videos in that which talks about what you need need to know how to take disbursement, what you need to know after taking the disbursement, which is the right bank for you, what are the things which you need to look for. So just look there because I have made a lot of mistakes which I want you to avoid because we are not aware of it, and then every agency is just pushing their agenda. Having been gone through the process, I think I have the knowledge to share. So if you want to avoid a lot of mistakes and save lakhs, then check out these videos here. See you in there. Bye.